So yeah, I've got a page of notes and I don't know where to start. I know. Okay,
let's go most racist to least racist.
Okay, but I don't know if I could. It's not racist.
God.
It's not racist. It does involve a person of a particular other color.
God.
Just okay. I'm setting it up poorly. So I had this very, very bizarre dream the other night, and I don't know where it came from because this is not. It's not a topic I'm often thinking about. But so I was at the beach, and I'm pretty sure it was the beach from GTA, so I'm not sure what the deal with that is. But there I was with two people who I knew they were my friends, but I don't know who they were. They're just like fucking people.
Right.
And we're like, man, isn't it fucking crazy that Bill Cosby was this like superstar, like family friendly, like, you know, he's America's grandpa and all that shit. And now he was then too, but now he's a convicted rapist now. Like, that's fucking crazy. And then we see Bill Cosby himself running, sprinting, booking it down this beach on all fours.
Oh my God.
Like a fucking cougar. Fucking just running towards, I guess, his next victim? I don't know.
Oh, God.
And then we ended up following him because, like, if you see Bill Cosby sprinting, you know, at 99 years old, fucking down a beach on all fours, you're gonna follow.
Yeah, you gonna know what's going on.
We ended up at this like beach house type thing, and you think, oh man, we're gonna catch him like trying to fucking, you know, be Bill Cosby and rape people. No, he was wrestling boars, like lots of them.
What the fuck?
It sounds like another version of that weird Shia LaBeouf serial killer song.
Yeah, it kind of is.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's like the Bill Cosby version of that.
But he was like suplexing boars and like throwing them and like kicking them, and they're all like getting, you know, down and dirty in the mud. And it was oh yeah. So at one point, yeah, he was like in a hallway and he was trying to get one like over his shoulder, but it was kind of fighting back, and it almost like got him in the neck, and it was like, holy shit.
The inside of your head is a terrifying place.
I think, yeah, it is.
Just so you know.
And again, where does that come from? Like, okay, what would Sigmund Freud say to me if I'm sitting there in his office and I'm like, listen, doc, this is a dream I just had. Like, what does that say about me?
Like, I'd love to see you explain that dream in front of a real therapist or psychiatrist that actually understands how the brain works. They could be like,
oh, it's like the bit in Harry Potter when he sees the wolf, or like the werewolf in his glass, and Professor Trelawney's like, oh, it means death. Whoa. It's like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. What does Bill Cosby sprinting on all fours across the beach mean for your future?
To go wrestle
when you
boars.
toss the bones into the fire and they explode, what does that mean for your future?
Yeah, I wonder. Does it mean? No, I don't know. I don't even have the slightest clue what it could possibly mean.
Which is why I need to get a real therapist on the show.
I just need a real therapist, period.
Yeah, I want to have one episode where we have an actual psychiatrist come on and we just talk about all of our issues.
That would be, can you imagine how good that would be?
That would be a fun episode. We need to find a real therapist, though.
All right, I'll get looking. I bet you Kit knows somebody.
Look up on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing an internet podcast, and we need you to analyze us.
We can't pay you. So this is just gonna have to be like, for, you know, out of your goodness of your heart. But
I did find out today that the company I work for offers like 5 free therapy sessions under our health insurance, which actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Based on what you've said, yeah, that does. I mean, yeah, like I don't have any therapy this week, so if you have anything you need to get off your chest about said company.
I have a lot of problems with you people. No, it's like, so I haven't been on the podcast. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on a podcast, hasn't it? It's been a while.
I think so, something like that.
It's been a healthy moment because I've been trying to kill myself with work. Actually, the first week wasn't because of that. The first week was because half my face felt like it was going to fall off. I still don't know what was going on with that. It just kind of went away after a couple days. This is literally like I'd have this whole side of my face. Yeah, it was like a couple days. I never went to the doctor about it.
Did you have a stroke?
No, it wasn't like I like my face was saying. It was literally like just the whole side of my face would hurt for like 30 minutes at a time. But those 30 minutes were like blinding pain. And I'd have migraines.
I thought you said you were going to the ER, and then you
No,
didn't.
I was like, that night I was like, I'm going to go to the urgent care. But then I was like, last time I went to the urgent care, it cost me like $300. I think I'll just smile through the pain for a couple days and see if it goes away. If it gets worse, I'll go to the doctor. But it never got worse. And I just started taking a leave for it in like mass quantities. Eventually it went away. So I might have had a tumor or something for a couple days.
That's
Chris
how
is
that
gonna
works, yeah.
die. This is the last video recording you're ever gonna see of Chris because he's gonna fucking die in 3 days.
It's just gonna be a hard cut to rest in peace, 1997 to 2019.
What the people that at home don't know is that the secret fifth GoBicker member is the Grim Reaper. He's
Yeah.
always here. He's always standing right above
coming
us, just
for
waiting
us.
for one of us to die.
Yeah, the Bixter is the Grim Reaper. But no, yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. There was like a whole week of my life there where I'd just be in blinding pain for like 20 minutes at a time. And then it would just go away. It happened a couple days a week. And I don't know if it was a tooth thing. I don't know if it was like a brain hemorrhage I was having or what.
Good Lord.
But that finally went away.
I'm acting like, oh man, that's crazy you did that. I would have done the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't know what I'm.
Yeah, I absolutely was like that night of the podcast recording, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the urgent care. But then I was like, I had a sinus infection like a year ago and I went to the urgent care. And I was like $300 or $400. And really all they did was give me some pills that didn't work. I can get over this. If it becomes like long term to the point where I can't function, I'll probably go to a doctor. But now it's like,
But but that is interesting though. You still say probably because it's still not 100%. Like
yeah, I was like, I'll probably be all right. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm pretty resilient. The only time I've ever gone to the doctor for an injury was the time I almost cut this thumb off at work. I'm pretty sure I've told that story on here before. Yeah. But the only reason I went to the doctor was because I had to, because of workers' comp. I would absolutely have been fine of just like, strap some duct tape on it. It'll be fine. Because that's what I did when I almost cut this thumb off, is I just put some steri strips on it. And that's why this scar looks a lot weirder than this scar does. I have problems. You probably can't see them. I don't know. That one. Yeah, you can kind of see that one where it kind of dimples down right there.
Oh.
That's scar from that
sorta.
one. And that one, yeah, you can see the scar. That'll right in there.
Okay, yeah.
That one, yeah, they look a little
In a
bit
shitty
different.
webcam, they both look about the same though.
Yeah, they look about the same. But yeah, one of my scars, and honestly in real life at this point, this one's so scarred over. But yeah, this one looks a lot cleaner because they actually stitched it up and it was done by a medical professional and not my mom at 2 a.m. So that's the story of why I'm probably going to die in 3 days. I also have a cold right now, which is fun, which is why I probably sound like I'm holding my nose.
Yeah.
And periodically we'll just turn off camera and go,
You're turning into me.
Whoa.
I am. That was a horrifying sound that I never want to be able to
impressive,
recreate.
Holy shit.
I made a velociraptor sound.
I think if I ever need if I need the sound effect of a monster, I'm just gonna clip that out. I might need one this week.
I look forward to it being clipped out and sent in the Bicker chat. Yeah, and last week I wasn't here just because I just decided to work 90 hours, which is fun. Literally 90 hours. I think there was one point, I don't even remember what day of the week it was. Literally last week, Sunday to Friday was just a blur. And I got in the Bicker chat and I was just like, hey, I'm alive. I'm dying, but I'm alive. And I don't even remember how far I was at that point. But yeah, last week was a long week because one of our people near me decided to quit abruptly and nobody knows when his position's going to be filled. So I had to fill in for him on top of my own place. And I had a lot of stuff to do on my own table, which is fun. That's kind of how next week's going to be too. Oof. So I'm enjoying my one casual breathing week before I'm like, because I was talking to my boss today because I was like, what are we going to do about Jim? He gone. And
He gone.
He gone. And he got a lot of stuff going on. They're like, well, we're going to send somebody down for this week. But next week, boy howdy, get your butt ready.
I mean, at the same time, like, I guess, I don't run a successful company, obviously. But
implying the company I work for is successful.
It doesn't seem like that's your responsibility, though, because it's just like, I mean, you don't owe the company anything, you know?
No, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I don't also want to be like, when my boss is like, hey, you're going down here, I'm just not going to be like, nah, I don't think so.
Thanks.
I know, but like, 90 hours is ridiculous.
Like,
Here's
I also do,
here's the thing,
like,
though, Chris.
Yeah, hi.
Do you get paid salary or hourly?
No, I'm hourly. That's one of the only reasons I actually.
You get the big bank on overtime,
trust me,
huh?
like, I think last year I got my W-2 in. Well, I looked at my overtime hours for last year, and I think I was something like 500 hours of overtime
Jesus.
for the entire year, which is a lot of money. Which I looked at my W-2, and it's like, looking at my W-2 versus my bank account, first of all, is a wonderful thing, so it's like, there's a discrepancy there. But, like, part of the reason I do work that is because I do kind of feel bad for the other people that would have to cover for them, because they actually have families, like wives and kids, and I'm just like some dude who lives with his parents.
Yeah, but you're gonna fucking drop dead, though.
I mean, yeah, definitely, absolutely, I'm going to drop dead before I'm 23. However, I just literally had to stop and think about how old I am because I did not realize that this very year of our Lord 2019, I'm going to be 22. Which I don't know why that blew my mind the other day when somebody.
Wait, didn't you just say that you are 23 and that you're going to be 22?
What?
No.
I thought he said 23. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's gonna drop dead when he's 23.
No, I'm gonna drop dead when I'm 23.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's what I just said.
I'm 21 now, which, by the way, is one of my favorite facts.
I don't know.
I'm 21 plus 2 more years, and I'll be dead.
You think? Do you really? Okay. I mean, this is a real question. I mean, do you think you could keep going at the rate you're going with the amount of hatred you have for another 2 years?
I mean,
You'd probably have a heart attack. I don't think
I
you could.
probably can. It probably won't be super beneficial for my health.
Yeah.
I'd really like to find another job, but the problem therein is having time to look for another job.
Listen, I've got a goddamn plan.
Yeah,
Working on
this is my other job, so this needs to huri up.
Yeah.
But
I guess. Well, here,
it.
hold on. Just real quick. I'll explain something I explained on the Showy Show last week, and I explained to Chris just before we started this. So, we base a lot of this off of Kind of Funny because I'm a copycat. We're all copycats. This is what we do. And so throughout January, they were fundraising for their own company and doing all that shit. And one of their stretch goals was that they would fly someone out to work for Kind of Funny for a week and kind of give them exposure and all that. And so I obviously I'm putting GoBicker's name into the gauntlet, and they said they're willing to fly multiple people out. So I'm like, well, we're multiple
Please
people,
God.
and so I'm hoping that somebody from there looks at GoBicker and they're like, wow, these people are doing really good work, and then they we're doing all right.
No,
all right. If we, we're not gonna kid ourselves here, but we're doing all right. All things considered. This is gonna really suck to look back at though if it doesn't work out. So some other fucking schmuck. Oh, and I'm gonna be so judgmental of whoever else gets picked. Like
absolutely,
they're
we
like,
will
look,
dedicate.
we've got Minecraft Boy XX360, and I'll go look at his channel, and it'll just be dog shit. I'll be like, oh, well, he
makes Fortnite Let's Plays.
Yeah, and he's so
we need to take off with this company because I don't know, because I was talking to somebody, went to corporate on Friday, and I was talking to somebody about how you got to be here for 5 years to transfer your full 401k, counting like all the stuff the company's contributed, and I'm like, so that means 3 more years of working here to get all that money. That's a lot of years.
But it's a lot of money.
It's like, yeah, but it's like on one hand, it's like, in 3 years, I'll have a lot of money banked in my 401k. On the other hand, in 3 years, I might not be alive.
It's like, are you alive to collect that money at some point? I mean,
I don't know. It's been a rough 2 years so far. I don't know about another year, but we'll find out.
But maybe, hopefully we won't have to worry about it. I don't know.
I got a buddy of mine who works at the news station who is like, well, if an IT opening ever comes up here, I'll get you in. But it's like, I don't know what I'm going to have to do to kill somebody to get into there, because I'd really like to be there instead of here. I'd really rather be anywhere but here. God, please help me. Give me a job.
You could do what my plan for today was, which was become an e-thought.
A what?
An e-thought.
That's not so different than what I was about to say. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm old.
An e-thought is an internet thought that basically takes a lot of lewd pictures of themselves, but put it behind a paywall so you can't see it until you pay.
Yeah, that'll make a Patreon really successful.
It's never like actual nude photos. Like,
pretty
it's
much
just
what
like
our Patreon is, though.
Is it?
I mean, I was gonna do a nude calendar, wasn't I?
Oh, you should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but only if someone pays $800.
I mean, I'd do it for $50. I'd do a swimsuit model. Trust me, if someone wants to pay $50 to see all of this, they are more than welcome to.
That's a good industry though, to like just be like, I mean, just to show most of a titty and you get like a job out of that. I mean,
if I was hot, I would absolutely sell myself out.
I started saying it this morning as a joke because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna become an e-thought. I don't want to work anymore. Well, even though, don't get me wrong, e-thoughts do a lot of work. Like, I'm not gonna try and like dismiss all the stuff that they
work.
No, they put a lot of effort into their photo shoots and their makeup and all that. Don't get me wrong. However, a lot of them don't pay taxes. And I think if I'm sneaky enough, I could get away without paying taxes.
Whoa.
There's going to be
Oh, they don't pay their taxes.
But yeah, because a lot of these people just take it as like
Yeah.
donations, so technically
Exactly.
it's not taxable. But I can't wait till the IRS starts digging into this years down the road, because I've thought about this, because there's a big, don't ask how I know this, is a big industry for this particularity on Reddit, and Terry's looking at me like he's never heard of this either, so don't.
Wait, what particular? What?
For naked chicks selling pictures.
Chicks.
of
Okay, I thought
themselves.
you were gonna go down some line about yourself.
No, I'm.
Like, what is this specific thing on Reddit
Chris
about
already
you?
is an e-thought.
Yeah, no.
They're like,
You don't know about my secret Reddit account. Last dick pic of the week. Great. No.
the last dick pic of the week. The guy had a piercing in his dick.
Oh God, no.
Like I went, oops, sort by top of the last month. Oh, like,
What?
it was a fucking piece of metal. Oh,
What?
insane.
I feel okay. I feel like that's a horrible idea, by the way.
yeah.
Because just based on the fact that I know, like, my luck, I'd go to just be like, I'm gonna take a leak, trip, and there goes part of my dick. It just got ripped off because a piece of metal got hung on my
I'm
underwear.
sorry, what? You trip and then your dick gets ripped off?
Chris fucking slings his dick over his shoulder when he's walking in the bathroom, and then he goes, "Whoa!" and then fucking just fucking slings over, and catches on something, and the whole thing just goes. It gets fucking ripped off. You know how you do.
Talking about bad things with penises, I've been watching a lot of tattoo videos. Like, you know, a tattoo artist's worst client story and like worst area you've ever tattooed on a body. And one of them was a girl had to tattoo the entire penis. And so she like put it through her fingers like a snake. So because you have to stretch out the skin when you're tattooing. So that way it doesn't like look weird when it is stretched out.
Was he like?
He wasn't. And that's the weird part. It was flaccid, so she could like it was malleable.
Like, you know, you'd want to pop a Viagra before you did that.
But like it's gonna look weird part of the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless he's a shower, I guess, then it's not gonna be that much of a difference. But
Yeah, and then there was another story of another female tattoo artist where she had to tattoo a spider on the tip of a dude's penis.
I don't understand that. That sounds like it'd be very painful.
Yeah. And also, who would ever want that inside of them?
also, I'd never want to show my dick to anybody.
Yeah, because I
fair.
think if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I want it somewhere where people can see it. I'm not gonna be like, flop.
See my tattoo.
Look at this.
Penis.
Look,
You gotta see
Look at
random
what-
people at like a fucking Kmart. You're like, I want to see my tattoo.
flop.
Here.
Here, just bam.
Did you notice the cracking? I saw you have a weird look in your face, Chris.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that is.
That's
yeah,
my
what is?
knuckles.
Hey, can you just?
No. They're done.
I ain't got nothing. Oh,
They're
there we go.
done.
Okay. They're done. They're popped.
We might talk about this on the podcast before. Does anybody have an aversion to cracking their toes?
No, I like to do it.
I do too, but people get very upset when I do it for some reason. Like, it's the most satisfying because I can usually
Hold on,
always.
hold on.
When are you doing
Do
it?
you, hold on, do you like take your shoes off?
No, I'm not like at work. Just casually like, excuse me.
Wait, like through your shoes?
No.
No, that was the joke.
You're not getting the point at all. Like,
I guess
okay,
I'm not.
last night I was sitting there, I was watching some television with my old daddy-o. Never gonna say that sentence again. And I was just like casually just like, oh, I'm just gonna crack my toes. And he was like, dog.
Doggy dog. Gotta stop that.
Yeah, I know a couple other people that have been like, the fuck are you doing? I've seen it on Reddit too where people have a problem with it. I like it. I enjoy it. It's one of my
It
favorites.
doesn't bother me when other Jesus Christ. It doesn't bother me when other people do it. I find it really enjoyable, but I find cracking everything really enjoyable. You know what does freak people out? When I crack my knees and my elbows.
You can crack your elbows?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Jesus Christ, I wish you had a webcam. Oh my
What?
God.
Did you hear
Wait, that was your
Hold on.
elbow?
Yeah, hold on.
How?
That was also my elbow.
Like, how
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
So stretch it out, like extend it as far as it can go.
Okay, so like
And then
that.
if it
Kyle.
feels like there's something in there, you kind of just like pull it all the way back, like bend it. Yeah, like that. Except like and then you like slam it forward.
I don't have anything in there,
Yeah.
so I don't know what I'm doing.
I can pop my knees, but most of the time that's when I'm trying to pick something up off the ground and I'm old and decrepit.
You don't do like the little like side step thing.
That's only when I'm trying to unstick my balls.
No, I plant my foot on the ground and I like move with my other foot and I just like bend my knee in weird ways.
Oh, I can crack my elbows or my wrists, something like that, or I'll just
Yeah.
be like, oh, I just did it there. And
There's like a tiny little bit in my back that if I kind of just like lean just slightly, it'll crack.
Oh wow.
oh, let me see.
Like it's not quite the shoulder
Oh,
blade,
yeah.
but it's near there.
Oh, people who hate bodily cracking noises must hate what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I was constantly talking about it. I was at D&D Saturday like normal, and my friend Connor was chilling. He was hanging out. We were all getting ready to leave, and he bent like to crack his back, and it sounded like he fucking crushed a water bottle. He had
Oh my
so
God.
many cracks.
Those are the most satisfying ones, though.
The
Oh,
one
yeah, they are.
part of high school I miss are those chairs, and everybody knows which ones they are, where you can just like sit down on the desk and just push back, and your
Yeah.
whole back just goes like
Oh, what?
perfect.
No idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It might have just been the weird thing in my school district then, but yeah, there was always that like one chair. They were like a weird plastic one that it had some bend, but not too much bend in it. And it was like one of the desks that was all like attached to the chair, so the chair wasn't separate from the desk. So you can push on the desk and lean back, and it was just at like the right angle to where it would crack most of your entire back.
And that sounds really nice, but I unfortunately have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
That is absolutely horrible. I feel so bad because that was one of the best parts of my high school experience. And I have seriously considered buying one of these chairs from Goodwill when I've seen them in there, because it's like, I got so many back problems since high school. It'd probably be great every now and again if I could just
You know what
sit
you
down.
should get? You should get one of those like inverted table things where you strap yourself into it and then you kind of like rotate yourself back, so you're basically hanging upside down, and it loosens up your spine.
Wouldn't that be fun?
It is fun.
Sounds
it is
like a
fun.
medieval
No,
torture
it
machine.
seriously does help your back. I don't know what it's called though.
There's a bed of spikes at the bottom of it, and it's
You
on
have
fire.
You have a bucket, you have a rat, and then you have a match.
Another thing you should maybe do,
Jesus.
you get a big leather bat outfit
Mm-hmm.
and a mask and hang from the ceiling.
Exactly. That would
another
also
option.
help your back.
Yeah, Batman's always talking about how he's like, I used that back paint, but then I became the Dark Knight and it's just gone.
Nothing has ever helped my back more than somebody stepping on it. Just like walking on my back.
I've heard that's good, but I'm afraid of my internal organs.
You get used to it. Like, all right, you don't get used to it, but like, no, it's your rib cage is strong enough.
I mean, maybe yours is. I think you're overestimating Chris here.
Yeah, you got a little bitty.
You can't just like have somebody that weighs more than you on you though.
Got Big Bertha over here. Gonna crack my back.
To be fair, like the one person nowadays that I have, if I ever need to, which I've only had her do it once, is I have Madeline walk on my back, and she's
They're
like
seriously
a
a
twig.
smaller person than you, and that scares me. Someone's like reorganizing pots and pans in your room.
I have no idea. I think somebody dropped something or something. I don't know.
Someone's just fucking whipping yeet with I was whipping yeet. Oh, I'm drooling. Oh god.
Yeet.
I'm in a meltdown. I'm broken. I said yeet and my brain went good.
Artery set.
Oh God! See, I gotta say, I'm proud of myself that it's taken 2 years for me to start drilling on camera. So, oh God!
And this always happens every podcast, but I'm sweating like nobody's business, dude. It's so fucking hot in Maine right now.
It's hot there.
Yeah. It was like 50 degrees earlier.
It is 59 degrees right now here in beautiful South Carolina. It's pretty warm today.
It's 35 degrees right now. It's so fucking hot.
It was like 25, which, by the way, I got more grievances to air.
Okay.
On
Can I just say real quick while we're talking about
No.
temperatures?
Yes.
That my one thing about my one possible therapy thing is that just like 20 minutes before we started this, I was doing my thing where I make conversations up, and they're always really negative because I'm me, and like so there's people are saying like I'm making up things that are really bad towards me, and like for some reason this one was really getting to me, and so like I could feel my ears getting warmer, and I'm still kind of like heated up from it, and it's what time is it now? I mean it's been like an hour since it happened, and for whatever reason I'm
Jeez.
still like, whew.
You're a real weird boy.
Yeah.
You're broken.
Yeah.
So therapy. Everybody knows my favorite city in the world is Atlanta, Georgia. And I just spontaneously remembered a repressed thought of the fact that last week I had to drive through Atlanta in the middle of a freezing rainstorm when it was like 20 degrees. And we had our tail end of the Arctic blast that literally froze the entire north.
Yeah, people fucking died. Like,
Oh yeah, y'all. How cold did it get up there in Minnesota?
with wind chill, it was -60 here.
Jesus Christ.
Without, it was still like -30. But it's
Yeah, there was one point where I saw that on the news, and I was like, I remember Terry, it was like 30 degrees, and Terry was like, I'm
right
going to freeze
here.
to death in my basement. And I saw that, I'm like, there was a moment where I was like, I kind of hope Terry's okay, because it'd be real bad if I come back to chat
actually,
in like a week.
positive therapy. I heard all the things like, you could die. I didn't once think, I should go out there.
I should walk outside.
It's a huge positive.
Yeah, there was one moment where I was watching the news in the hotel lobby, and they were like, it was -50 degrees in Minnesota today. I was like, God, I really hope I don't open the Bicker chat. And they're like, oh yeah, Terry died 3 days ago. He froze to death.
My dad wanted to like still go to the gym and everything, and I'm like, dude, no.
The gym
Not
is a
worth
block
it.
of ice.
Like, they're like telling people don't go anywhere. My dad's like, so you wanna go get your pump on? I'm like, no.
Go get your pump on, yo
Not
dog.
really.
You wanna go get fucking huge? I'm like, not really.
But kinda.
My friends and I were talking at lunch about the whole freak cold winter storm in the Midwest, and we were talking about like, what the fuck do the homeless people do?
They have warm shelters or something they call them. It's like
Just homeless shelters.
I mean, but it's like they open up different places and they're like, hey, come on in.
Okay.
But like the weird thing is I don't know how they are supposed to know about it because I got like an alert on my phone about it.
Hey, if
Yeah.
you're homeless, come on down here, bud.
Right, so I'm
I
like,
mean,
"What?"
I assume if somebody were to see a homeless person, like,
Yeah.
they would be a good Samaritan and be like, hey, there's a local area right here.
And my dad says that in the mornings he'll see homeless people in the skywalk between the parking garage and where he works, and so it's like, they find spots. So
Alright. That's good, because I was thinking if I was homeless and in Minnesota last week, I would punch a cop and I would get arrested just to find a place to be warm.
Christ.
I've decided it. Like, if I need a place to sleep and I'm homeless and like I have no money, I'm gonna punch a cop or I'm gonna steal something so that they arrest me.
that's
Yeah. I'd probably not so much punching, but I absolutely would walk into like a 7-Eleven and just like,
Well, hey, listen, if you punch somebody, that's a big crime. You could go to jail for a while. And you got a place to live for a while.
Because I didn't originally be like, oh, I'm just gonna punch a cop. I'd be like, oh, I would steal something. And then one of my friends was like, oh yeah, but sometimes cops will get you. Sometimes cops will be like, oh, we're not gonna arrest you. We're just gonna give you a fine that you can't pay. So then you're still stuck out in the cold and you're not arrested.
I'm just gonna walk into 7-Eleven and take the whole hot dog machine and walk outside because either way, it's a win-win because I get warmth and food and possibly jail time.
Exactly.
That's
my
not
perfect-
bad either.
That's my perfect plan. I'm gonna steal the entire hot dog machine from 7-Eleven if I was to be homeless in Minnesota.
And then you just walk out to the parking lot outside of 7-Eleven and plug it into a fucking outlet.
Yep, I'm just gonna be like, all right, tell them to come get me. I'm just sitting there. The cops show up. I'm just sitting there, just slamming hot dogs.
Yeah,
like, come
right,
on.
What are you gonna
Take
do?
me away.
Just fucking swallowing hot dogs like the vacuum cleaner from the Teletubbies.
Oh yeah, just dropping hot dogs down my throat.
I saw this GIF on Reddit. I think it was yesterday. And this guy was, I don't know what
Oh my god.
I don't know what was going on, but he was walking around really aggressive, and he fucking went like this, and he like put something, like he whipped his hand up to his face really fast, and I think put something in his throat, and then he was walking really angry for a second, and at the end he looked up and coughed, and a hot dog flew out.
Oh, I've seen that GIF.
Oh my god.
I couldn't stop laughing. It's so good.
Oh, talking about food in a throat. I have a question for you two that only me and my brother and my dad agree on. Everybody else that I've asked has all been like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? When you're like eating or drinking, can you like store it in like a little pocket in your throat?
What?
Are you a bird? Turns out mine's a fucking pigeon.
No, hold on, let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna choke.
Turns out Maya's a pigeon.
I am a pigeon. It's more so with food when I'm like.
What are you talking about?
Never heard of this
Like,
in my life except
I'll
for
be
a fucking bird.
all right. I'll take a bite of food. I think I only mostly do it with food. I can't really do it with liquids. But
I'm trying to figure out how you do this.
I take a bite of food, right? And then I like half swallow it, and then it like kind of stays, and I can talk, but it kind of sounds like this. Yeah, it sounds blocked off, but I can breathe fine, and like it's just there in my throat, and then like I can just like swallow again, and then it's just.
I think you've got some kind of family birth defect where your esophagus doesn't suck stuff down to your stomach.
When my brother was talking about it to my mom, she was like, "Marcus, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you actually going insane?" And my brother was like, "No." And he asked my dad, and my dad was like, yeah, I got that, yeah. And then he asked me in front of my mom, and because he was like, Maya, all right, hear me out. I got a question for you. And I was like, what? And we were like in the same room as my mom, and my mom was like, all right, here it is. She's gonna tell you the truth. And he was like, yeah, can you store food in your throat? And I was like, absolutely. Who can't?
Absolutely. You
and my
are
mom
a bird person.
My mom lost her shit. She was like, what the fuck is wrong with my children?
Maya, that's not okay. What kind of weird bird person are you that you have this ability? You may actually be a chicken.
I genuinely thought everybody else could do it. I didn't know that it was such a rare thing.
And everybody has webbed feet and fucking wings too, right?
Exactly. It's like when people get freaked out when I wiggle my ears.
That's lots of people can do that. That's
one's not as weird as I can store food. I can store food in my food flap in my esophagus.
It's not even that much food though. It can only handle a little bit of food, and I can't have it there for a long time, or else I'll throw up.
I know this from experience.
Oh,
no,
my head
I just
hurts.
gag sometimes.
You are such a weird child. How did you discover this ability?
I don't know. Ever since I was little, when I was eating and like in the middle of a swallow, and then somebody like asked me a question, I'd be like, "Oh, time to pause," and then I'd answer, and then I'd finish swallowing.
I don't understand that, because my esophagus is just like, nope, it's going down.
It's going down. I haven't had to do it in a while because like I've developed the common decency to finish eating before I speak.
You're weird. You are a very, very weird human being.
I can't believe you guys don't have gullets.
And I want to shift the topic. Hard clutch to the floor.
Cut.
Unrelated, but I'd like everybody to see the text that my mom sent me.
Oh.
If my mother ever called me a pussy, I'd think she's probably dying of something.
I would too.
If my mom just said the word pussy, just in general, I'd be like,
It's because
okay?
I called her I quote unquote called her a pussy earlier.
So she's like,
you have a
word.
very, very strange relationship with your family, Maya. Like,
Yeah.
some of the stories you've told me, I couldn't possibly imagine these interactions with my parents.
Well, I have photo evidence that my mom did send me that, but you can't hiccup pussy.
Just your whole life is fucking weird.
Yeah, you're just such a weird,
Yeah, my
like,
gullet,
it's very much scares me that you're only like 17. You have a lot of years ahead of you if you don't just develop a suicidal depression.
You gotta write a book when you're older.
Yeah, I really.
Here's the thing. We've got a joke in the group. Well, alright. They say it's a joke. It's not. It's completely factual. I have the best memory on the planet. I don't forget anything. I have no missing details. Eidetic memory.
I literally
That's
do
not
not
remotely
remember.
true.
I do
You
not
thought-
remember
you thought my name
anything
was-
that we talked about.
You
prior
thought
to
my
this
name was
point on the
Tyrone
podcast.
for a long time.
Like I said, perfect memory.
What up, Tyrese?
Terrence.
It's like, it's fucking, I don't know, Tyrone? I don't know. Like, okay.
Dude, I literally could not recount probably 75% of the things I did at work today, let alone, like, I have absolutely horrible memory. I don't understand people with good memory. I don't understand how people with good memory function.
I don't either.
I only remember really unimportant things, and then I panic about them.
Where did I leave the cheese last night?
But the point to me saying that the fact that I do have the best memory in the world is I don't think I would be very good at writing a book because I wouldn't remember most of the weird shit that happens.
Then you don't have a good memory.
But listen, that's why we have hours upon hours of podcasting.
That's
where
true.
you can just
I think
go
I should just
skim
become
through it.
like a cryptid where I like go into really populated areas and just say random shit and then just kind of leave, never to be seen again. Like that's my goal.
Yeah, sounds fun. I guess.
Sounds like Tuesday night to me.
Ah, I didn't turn my light on. Yes?
Wow.
I know, I forgot. I should have.
I am sorry. I have failed you.
Holy shit! Terry's first interruption.
What day is it? What Wednesday.
Bring him on. Bring him on. Special guest.
Bring him on.
Freeze too. I ruin the audio.
Congratulations. You just ruined our entire show.
Yeah, now we just have
Meanwhile,
to
I
delete it and
literally
start over.
stopped right before you did that to respond to a text my mom just sent me, so it's okay.
I saw your face kind of go.
Yeah, well, I looked
Wait.
over, my phone went off.
What did
and
your
it
mom
popped up.
text you? Did it?
She said
Because all
shrimp.
of our parents.
She texted me a very wonderful message. Shrimp and sausage ready.
Oh, hell yeah.
I texted her back, so I'll get you something in a minute. I thought it was one of my coworkers who's at a event right now with our boss, who's a horrible human being. Sorry, I shouldn't have said his name. Please edit that out.
Or I'll make it louder.
God, cut this whole part out. I'm gonna get fired.
I have to cut it out. Yeah.
Terry's like, I have the control. I can make it happen.
Hopefully,
I'll find
by
where
the,
you
ti-
work
by
and
the
send it."
time this would become an issue for you, GoBicker will already have made it and it won't be an issue.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
Kind of funny. We need you, please.
Please.
God.
Please, God, let us just please.
So wait, when are they flying people out?
I don't know. Probably like the later half of this year.
Mm.
But it's all expenses paid. It's like, well, no money and I get to fucking do something with my life. Okay.
You get to do something with your life? That must be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how my glasses perpetually get dirty. What was that? Very
Terry made a
depressing-
really sad face. And it made me sad.
Terry's face is always sad. Are you not
Aw.
used to it by now?
It's true.
He's just a sad boy.
I laugh on the podcast to hide the pain. I've been seeing some things on Reddit lately that, or not, maybe it's not even Reddit, but just on the internet, on the World Wide Web. And I relate to them a little too much for my own comfort, where people talking about, like, basically exactly what I do, laughing to hide the pain, making jokes about your depression and everything. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
oof. And then, there's other things. I don't remember any of them. I didn't plan on talking about this right now, so I didn't have time to prepare my documents because I don't know how to. I don't know how to have a conversation anymore without preparing first. I have other notes for other things, and it's just like, can't I just be a person for once?
No.
Like, that's the thing. Like, if we did get to go work for Kind of Funny for a week, and they're like, all right, you want to come on the podcast? I'd be like, I don't know.
My
notes.
notes.
But like, they're professionals, so they could probably like, help me through it. But otherwise, I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'd do if I had notes. I've winged literally even my own show that I do.
I know.
I go into with zero preparation. I didn't even know
I
we
could
were
tell.
doing the kink episode until we were within it.
Oh, a little behind the scenes. Like, so you're not gonna have time to really do that, like, or edit it, right?
Maybe. Hopefully this week. Like, this week is gonna be like, this week I don't have any projects, but I may also be going to Georgia.
So my thought being, Kit is constantly like, all right, what do you want me to do? And so maybe talk to him about having him edit that episode instead, just because I really want to see it. Because I was talking to another friend of mine about this, because I think kinks are super interesting. I always want to know everybody's kinks, but he's like, well, I don't know.
Kit kind of blew me away with what he said, so I kind of like, I was very plastered also during that episode. Doesn't help. Kind of forgot like every single kink that I could think of until the next day.
Do you have weirder kinks that you didn't say on the podcast?
Absolutely.
You have to say
Well-
them now, at
Well,
least.
now is the terrific time.
The thing is, I don't remember what I talked. It's been so long since we've done it. I don't remember what
So
I did.
you
and
better
didn't
cover
talk
all your
about.
bases.
Just
I'm
yeah,
not.
just like what's one really weird one you can think of off the top of your head?
I'm very uncomfortable now. I should not have brought this topic
Chris,
up.
Listen, if I could
you
think of
said
anything,
it,
I'd
so you
bring it
have
up.
to.
That's it. That's my issue. I can never. I think I'm just like, I like boobs. So I mean,
I like butt.
like pussies
Yeah.
and tits. You know what I mean? Forget about it. Huh?
It was like everything. I just remember like everything I brought up on the episode. Kit was like, "That's vanilla." Like, oh God.
And you're like, I like to put people in dog masks, tie them up super tight, like way more than they're comfortable with, and just fucking throw them into drywall.
Drywall into drywall specifically. Concrete.
No
doesn't
brick
do it.
wall shit.
Do
No,
they?
that's
Do they have to
no.
go through the drywall or?
Well, I mean, if you want to come, yeah.
Damn, how'd you guess my kink?
And the kid's like, bah.
That's vanilla.
That's
pretty sure it
vanilla,
was,
boring
though.
bullshit.
Listen, Chris, you
Hi.
can't evade this anymore.
Mm-mm.
You
Absolutely
have to tell us
can.
at least one. You thought we would forget because we were making jokes, but that's not true. Do you, like, notice that I'm, like, dropping words out of my sentence that should not be dropped? But I am because I'm having a stroke?
You're trying so hard to get
Speaking of, can I just say real quick, unrelated but sort of related, fuck January real quick. Can we just get that out of there?
It was the longest month
Fuck
of my
January.
entire life.
That was the worst. I've never been so stressed in my life.
It was the longest year of our 2019.
It went by so fucking fast for me.
I wish it went by fast. It felt like it was 3 months. I didn't realize we were already 4 days into February. I thought it was still January.
I don't know about you, Chris, and I guess for you, Maya, either. But like for me, February's already going a lot better.
Yeah, February's moving along. Like, well, my only experience of February so far. Well, when was February? When did February start?
Friday.
Last Friday.
Was it Friday? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
my
it was-
February's
it
off
was
to a pretty
Friday.
good start. I mean, the day was ish, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as a 90-hour week, so I guess I shouldn't
Right.
complain. Yeah, Friday was a pretty good day. I just
Chris, just tell us your fucking kink, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, go back. just
really
one,
hoping-
just
Just
one real good one.
Just sate our appetite.
It's not that big of a deal. All right. Like I said, if I could think of literally anything, I'll
He's
see
gonna
if I
cry,
can.
dude.
I'll see if I can figure something out.
You look like you were gonna cry, man. I know what it is.
What is it?
Hand holding.
Got me. Dang.
Just makes me all wet and wild.
No, but say it. No, but seriously, say it.
Why are you so interested in my personal
It's
love?
literally the same reason why Terry's interested in it. It's just interesting.
It's just so interesting.
And most of the time, when you hear what people's kinks are, you're like, yeah, that kind of fits. Yeah, I can see
Okay,
that.
here's another weird thing. I'm looking through my secret subreddit or just secret Reddit account, and I guess I'm not sure if any of these are kinks or just things. They're just things that I enjoy looking at.
Yeah. You don't really know what you're into until you experience it. That
But I'm not
reveals some
into
interesting-
anything.
That reveals some interesting things.
No, but that's to a point. But like you can watch like certain things, like I'm into that. But like just the idea of tits isn't a kink, for example. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
true.
no.
Okay. Oh, okay. But like, okay, I got one then. I'll go if you're gonna be a big bitch about it.
Okay, fine.
Fucking.
You go first.
What's the word? I can't think of
Exhibitionism?
Exhibitionism. If I could say it, yeah. Hold on. Exhibitionism. There we go. That was really hard.
All right, fine. Because that did kind of remind me of, I guess, one. I don't know if it's specifically exhibitionism. That's like in front of people, though, isn't it?
I like it, like in a bush at a park.
Yeah.
And probably not that specific. That if you're somewhere where like a kid could be, I'm like, I don't think so.
No. Something like that whole
Probably
thing.
nowhere
Like,
dirty either, so I don't know exactly where I
Yeah.
actually mean. Like you wouldn't want to go behind a dumpster. You're gonna get some sort of a disease.
Yeah, that whole like hiding in public thing, though, or not. Like, it's not in public. That makes it sound a lot weirder than it is. But like non-traditional locations,
Yeah, maybe that's more what
guess.
it is. Yeah,
I can get with that. There you go.
me and Chris are going, fuck.
Like
But, like,
because
in
I,
summer.
yeah, absolutely. No, but yeah, like real talk. Been to some weird places.
Okay, but you can't use mine as yours. You gotta come up with your
Yeah, I
own.
know, but that just spurred one in me.
You clearly have one in
Oh,
your
yeah,
head, and you're just not
obviously.
saying it.
Just say it, you bitch.
Why?
Because it's the law. You have to.
I said one thing and y'all got mad at me because I stole it from Terry.
Like, yeah, because you can't copy
Can't
me.
steal it. It's gonna
Can't
be
steal
original.
my kink, you bitch.
Yeah, you kink thief.
What if this is what he's into? He's into people
That's
being
my
like
kink.
degrading.
Oh shit, dude! Chris is into giving people blue balls because he's
God,
fucking
no.
waiting.
No.
He's teasing us.
I mean, kinda, but no. Not really.
Kinda.
But kinda.
No.
Come on, Chris, just say it.
I'm trying to think of like.
I gotta say, it's weird, real quick. Just sorry to interrupt, but like, I'm not like, I don't feel like that any of this is that big of a deal, but my mouth is getting dry.
I'm very dry and I'm out of moisture to put in it. Like, yeah, so I guess, well, I can't steal Terry's. Oh God. I don't like being put on the spotlight like this, especially because I didn't have time to think it up. And this is kind of the same thing that happened to me last episode. Stand by.
What the fuck is? He's
What is
gonna
he
bring a
doing?
prop.
Oh God, no.
Giant dildo.
He's like,
It's
"All
gonna
right,
come back and be like, slop.
here's my dick, and here's my fake dick.
Decide on which one's real.
They're both giant and purple. Ugh.
It is a problem. My doctor says I really should get it fixed. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. What? I genuinely thought you were serious for a second, and I was like, oh God, Chris.
Christopher, no.
It's suffocating.
James.
Give it CPR.
Oh, I did the thing with the heavy lifting. My nose started bleeding. My dick turned purple.
What if you what if you did, you're one of these bodybuilder type people, you're doing the deadlift thing, you're fucking spewing blood out of your nose, you're throwing up, but what if you also started coming?
Oh God.
God.
That would be
I feel like that would be just like a rocket of splooge. It would just be like,
yeah. Oh yeah, it would be it would tear a hole through something, It'd be like, people who could do snot rockets. It'd be like,
ugh.
it'd be like that. All right, so what's a kink you got? I know you've got one in mind.
You do. You
Fine.
absolutely have one.
I'll just rope.
Okay, see, was that
There
so
you
That's
go.
hard?
not even. Yeah.
That's pretty ordinary.
You
Thanks, Kit.
No, you were just you were holding it for so long. You were like, oh, it made us feel like you had a weird
No, honestly,
one.
most of that entire time I was just trying to think of stuff, and my mind was drawing a blank.
I'm still sweating profusely.
Didn't you almost die last time that happened?
Oh yeah.
I have great memory.
Yeah, Mom, listen. Why? Hey, parents, to all of us, we're busy, okay? Fuck off.
No, but it is a good thing that I don't have a webcam, because in instances like this, I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I'm not wearing a shirt right now because it's too warm for one.
That's illegal.
It's not illegal. It's not indecent exposure if I'm not showing anything.
Yeah, but that's illegal. You just told the audio listeners, and they can get...
They can cover their ears.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bleep that whole section out.
Listen, I only got a month more, 2 more months, and then it's not illegal.
Yeah, but it's still probably frowned upon. I mean, we can't make some money off of it.
Okay, well,
What's our next topic?
I have another thing I can just bring up. So I realized something I really need to stop doing, in addition to all the other things I need to stop doing. Because this one isn't that bad, but it's one day it's going to get me into some trouble or something. I have this really weird habit of spiking the camera when I'm completely alone and there isn't a camera.
Oh, wait, what?
So I'll be thinking, I won't even be mumbling to myself like a lunatic. I'll be thinking of a joke, and I'll be like, just look off into the camera that's not there.
I do that, yeah.
It's I should probably stop, because one day I'm gonna be in public somewhere and also be looking off into the camera and be like, hey, and
It's you.
I don't no one's gonna really say anything, but I mean I will look completely insane, because it's completely insane.
We got a bad habit that I noticed the other day. Every now and again, and it seems to happen more when I'm just shopping. I'll just mumble to myself like a lunatic. I'll be walking around. I'm just I gotta find me some fucking detergent. Where's the detergent? I gotta get fucking detergent. And then I'll just start and then my mind will just kind of cut that off to where it's I'll just start speaking what I'm thinking.
That's the one thing I don't do in public then. I do it all the time
I
alone.
absolutely. I mutter to myself like a crazy person all day, every day. But I noticed that the other day when I was walking through, I was trying to buy something at Walmart the other day. I was just wandering up and down the aisles, just muttering to myself like a crazy person.
Does anyone ever give you looks for it?
I mean, probably, but I usually just ignore the other people when I'm in public if I'm not at work.
I think I do that, but only in situations to make it less awkward. If I'm looking for something, I'll be like, oh, where did I put the... Blah, blah, blah. And it's a completely dead room and there's only one other person in there. Just to an icebreaker.
No.
I guess, yeah, I sort of do that. Okay, so a little backstory, even though you don't need it. The reason my dad burst in a little bit ago was because we bought a Mac a couple weeks ago, because...
Ugh.
I know, it's really terrible. But I needed it for a class because we're using GarageBand, and of course it's it's Mac exclusive. And then, but my sister wanted it anyway, and so my parents are fine. And so, but I have exclusive rights to the laptop for a few weeks while I'm doing my fucking schoolwork. But my sister is not happy with that, and so she asks every fucking day, "We're gonna get the laptop. We're gonna get the laptop." And it's bitch, it's gonna be 2 weeks. You'll be fine. Anyway, but so when you turn on a Mac, it's for whatever, I don't know who at Apple was like, this is a good idea, but you'll turn it on, and it's like, it makes this big loud like da-dong kind of sound.
Yeah.
And if you don't have everything muted beforehand, and you're in a very quiet classroom, you press the button, ba-bong! It's like, oh shit. So yeah, like I did that and did the whole mumbling thing to myself. So
another thing that sucks about Macs is because we have government given laptops and they're all Macs, and when you open up a Mac and you have audio playing but you like close your lid, like it'll pause the audio, and then once you open it again it plays it automatically, and it's like, here's everything that you were playing.
Here's your porn. Well, that's all the time I see videos in like college halls where it's like a million people and dude just opens his iPad or his or fucking MacBook, whatever it is.
You got it.
I too am having a stroke. And it's like, open it up and immediately all you hear is like, oh yeah.
That's why whenever I wake up, first thing I do, turn my volume all the way down. Not specifically for that reason, but like I play music to go to sleep because I can't sleep in silence. It freaks me out. So I listen to music as I'm going to sleep, and it like automatically stops in the middle of the night, so I can get up for my alarm. And if I leave my music up and like I'm on Twitter or something and I accidentally click on a video, it'll just blare. So it's like the first thing I do when I wake up, I lower the audio all the way.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't understand why people put videos on Twitter, but that's one of the things.
Sometimes they're funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just crotchety.
Pessimistic.
One of the problems I have with Reddit is they've made this isn't like something I actively experience, but it's something I've thought of. Some GIFs on Reddit now have audio for some reason.
Isn't that just a video?
Yeah, but it's like a GIF cat link, so I'll be like scrolling through. I'm like sitting there, whatever, waiting on something to load. I'm like, ooh, funny video of a dog, and the next thing you hear is like, and then Uncle Jim in the background. I'm just sitting there on my phone. I'm like, sorry.
Have you guys ever accidentally left one of those risque tabs open on your phone or something?
Left a tab, yeah.
Not accidentally though.
I just want to make fun of the fact that you said leaved instead of left.
Yeah, you're fucking illiterate.
Did I?
Yeah. Have I?
No.
Well, yeah.
I usually nuke my computer after socks come off.
I never know. It's happened a couple times, and I'm not for sure why exactly I forgot. But yeah, I'll like leave something up on my phone, and I'd be like, all right, time to go to grandma's house or whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm bored, and I'm like, tits, okay. Like, I'm pressing the button, and everything's freaking out, and I'm like, okay. You look around, make sure no one saw.
There will be moments every now and again, like the few frantic moments that I have downtime in my office. I'll be scrolling through Reddit, and I'll go through all. And if you sort through all without the NSFW filter on, boobies will pop up every now and again. Because I'll just go through, I'll click every link, and I'll be just sitting there in my office, and then I was like, whoopsie daisy. Hope nobody saw that one.
The only reason why I ask is because a few weeks ago, I was getting up for school, and whenever I wake up in the morning, I always open my phone and check Twitter or something just to wake up. And my mom had come into the room to like make sure that I was awake because I'd always oversleep everything. And so while she was in the room, I was like, all right, I'm up, open my phone, and there was a thing on there, and I was like, I'm gonna actually kill myself. Thank God she didn't say anything. I was mortified. She didn't see it though.
Yeah, I come to think of it, I've had it happen, but never with another person in the room. Sometimes it's like, you just gotta take socks off before I go to bed, and I'll just like chunk my phone up, and then I wake up the next morning. And it's like, oh hey,
yeah,
I can take the socks off again. No.
Here's the one thing, like, this has never happened before, because when I went to, like, go check Twitter, I opened my phone, and there it was. Like, normally it's like, when I open my phone, it's the home screen. Like, because I always end up closing out of tabs, or not, like, I always go to the home screen before I lock my phone. I don't know why, but I do. It's just a habit now. So it's like, I was like, first thing in the morning.
A lot of things went very wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it didn't start blasting audio.
It's a good point. I do always keep things muted all the time.
There was about like 4 or 5 years ago, there was like a 2-week period where I've got some speakers up on top of my desk, which are now plugged into my little Amazon phalange over there that listens to everything I say.
Spy.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why a minute ago I was like, shut up, and just kind of stared off into the distance because it turned on and started being like, it was about to be like, I'm sorry, I don't understand you. I wasn't being crazy and just like turned out my window like, no, go away. I was telling my Amazon to shut up. There's something cool. I started talking about this at the start of the show, but I can do this now. Computer. Lights out.
Whoa!
No, it did it.
Oh, there it
Boom!
goes.
Future! Computer. Lights up. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. Yes! Half the time it doesn't do it. It's a really cool feature that only works like 20% of the
It
time.
only costs you your privacy.
Yeah, because half the time I'm literally sitting here going, lights out, and it's like one light will go out, and then two lights will go out, and then they'll all come back on. It's really a flawed system. I paid $50 for this stupid lights, but I can do this.
Whoa! Amazing.
Give me. Oh, whoops, wrong button.
Whoa!
Welcome to the future.
Wrong setting.
I don't know what I did. Oh no.
That's fuck.
Oh,
lighting.
that's the kink setting. That's what we should have. That's what the light you should have turned on when you're
That's
talking about.
depression setting.
Woo.
That's ultra depression setting. You want to have a rave before you die.
I paid $50 for this. I'm the dumbest human being. Yeah, I'm absolutely irresponsible with my money. How do I make it white again?
I think I need to leave. I can't.
England when they invaded South Africa.
Jesus Christ. And you know, it's such a shame too, because only real intellectuals like us will even understand that.
How do I make it white again?
I don't think it was white to begin with though, so that's
No,
the
it
issue
wasn't.
with my joke.
Oh fucking!
But
But it was.
It was quick. It was fast.
It was a good joke.
So anyway, yeah, don't leave porn open on your phone.
Oh shit. Chris, I just realized you missed Kit deep throating a sonic screwdriver.
You did, yes. Oh,
That was like the best part of the entire podcast.
yeah. You'll have to watch last episode to see.
Long story short, I think we were talking about gag reflexes, weren't we?
Yeah, because you were talking about the thing where you can like.
Oh
hold your
yeah,
thumb
the
and-
thumb thing.
Yeah, and then Kit tested it and it didn't seem to work.
Do you want to test
And
it,
it-
Chris?
What is it?
Wait, real quick. Go grab a sonic screwdriver. Like, just this one. Yep.
Does
or no?
Oh,
no,
this
hold on.
one?
Does
Has to be
everybody
11s.
in GoBicker but me have one?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck?
So no, you could probably keep it closed. It'll make it easier.
It's
Yeah.
hard though because it's like.
Well, that's it's not easy to
very
deep throat.
excitable.
Oh yeah, I had to mine's like I don't know if you can even see it. Like it's super glued down.
Yeah, mine needs to be because
Focus,
it gets
you
very
bitch.
excitable.
It's not working. Anyway, it's super glued. Maybe do the other end then. I don't know. And then yeah, you.
So
what is it?
no.
Yeah, Maya, you explain.
Do a controlled run, right? Just see how far you can go without gagging.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
What the fuck am I doing with my life? Speaking of fetishes.
Okay, hold on. Chris went really far down
That
on.
was really impressive.
Wait, that's far?
Yes.
I mean, I'm fuck. I really do have to try it at some point, don't I?
Yeah,
Try
you
it.
do.
Do
Come
it.
on, go
I
ahead.
want to see who
I
has.
don't have webcam. So
Who's better at sucking dick?
I mean, God, okay.
Does it help if you stick your tongue out,
I don't know.
like to try and like create like the U shape? No, it doesn't.
So listen, we've got some options.
Okay.
So there's this one. It's just fucking enormous. This one, a lot more reasonable. It's new, it's relevant. And this one, which is our standard.
You should do the
So,
you should do the standard one because Chris also did it. Do it the same end that he did it, so we can see
Okay.
how far down you can go.
this is like I have a really bad gag reflex, so
Stick it in your mouth, boy.
Oh God! Don't throw up.
anything could happen. You know what I mean?
That would be so fucking funny. You don't even have to cut it out. You could censor it, so it's like it's still there.
Well, listen, I wouldn't censor it. It's too funny.
Why are you so nervous about
Because
this?
I'm
She's a
probably gonna
bad
fucking
gag
throw up.
reflex.
Nothing goes in. That's the thing. Almonds. That's how big. That's the biggest thing that goes in my mouth. Almonds. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you got to the end of the white.
Oh, I feel that's kind of really that it. Okay.
Anyways, the cheat code is to how when you make a fist, your thumb is on the outside. Make a fist, but have your thumb on the inside. Let me see where your thumb is, and then try doing that. And
Does it have to
press
be with
really down hard, press down really hard on your thumb.
Like which way? Like do it press down like this or like press like
No,
in
like grip your thumb
and just squeeze
with
it.
your fingers. Yeah, and kind of squeeze it.
I don't like how well that works. I do not like that.
Swallow it.
Do you know how I discovered that?
I don't want to know.
I was brushing my teeth because when I brush my tongue, I always gag.
All right.
It
Here we
works.
go, boys and girls. I'm doing it again. Going back in. Ah.
Stick it in there.
No, it
don't
was
know.
the same. It was the same
Okay.
distance.
Good God, it works for me. So now if I ever decide to go gay,
Exactly. Now you can be the bottom that you were meant to be.
That was really uncomfortable. I hit my teeth on the way out.
that sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it is. I thought this was a safe space where I could vent about my personal problems, but fuck, I guess I was wrong.
You can complain about anything on here. That doesn't mean you're safe from other people complaining about your complaints.
That's fair.
I don't have anything cylindrical.
Listen, until the 2 more months, I don't want to see you sticking anything near your mouth.
I mean, you won't see it. I'll do it.
I still don't want to see you sticking anything in your mouth. I don't want
You
to
won't
envision
see it.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's
about
the
it.
thing.
Yeah.
So I can drop the M-bomb as much as I want.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a free country. I just know that Maya has talked to me a lot lately about that kind of thing, and she is gonna murder somebody.
I will. I almost leapt over the table in D&D because Ben was threatening to say it. And, like, he mouthed it with the hard R. And I was like, I'm gonna destroy you. Break your twig body. I call everybody a twig. Chris,
You
you're
are
a
a
twig.
Well, no, but Chris is a twig. Look at him.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big beefy boy.
Stand up. Are you wearing pants? Hold on. Are you wearing pants?
Yes.
Yeah, he's...
Well, okay, you gotta back up. We can't. I mean, looking at one small little section is not a good. Yeah, I mean, look at your fucking arms, doggy dog.
I do have some pretty thin arms. I need to go back to the gym.
You
You're a
look-
twig, dude.
Yeah, so look at that. And I'm not gonna stand up because because I feel ashamed of myself. But just
Oh,
know,
Terry.
just know, I'm much bigger.
I have my pregnant belly.
It doesn't. I mean, are you pushing it out? That's. I mean,
A little bit.
yeah. So shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
I do got some pretty narrow arms though. I've never understood that. I need to start going to the gym again because it got better when I went to the gym, but now it's like. So I was thinking about that the other day. Like,
Oh
I
my
got
God.
like this watch band.
You know that in the Guinness Book of World Records with the guy with the really stretchy skin?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh
my God.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Does it hurt?
It's very.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I got me some flab going on there. I need to get back to the gym. I haven't gone in like 4 months. But yeah, like I don't know why I got real narrow arms. Like this watch band is like 3 notches down.
Let me just my watch. Hold on, let me put my watch on.
Yeah, let me put my watch on too. I don't have a watch.
Shut.
I have dainty wrists.
So I have mine like all the way. I don't know what that means. What's the experiment?
I was just saying I got like the way my watch is it's like 3 notches down from the top.
Is that different than what I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't.
Just saying I got little arms.
Yeah.
Got little T-Rex
That's
arms.
yeah. That's the point. No, that T-Rex is like Chewbacca. I've talked about this before.
Have you though?
Yes. Why does no one listen to me?
I listen. I just like I said I have a terrible memory.
That's fair. That's fair. You listen in the moment, but it's immediately gone.
You could seriously probably go back and bring up the first thing we talked about, which I don't even remember, and I would be
I could figure
perfectly
that out.
fine to talk about it like it was a brand new topic.
I think it was therapy, but for Chris. Chrisopy.
Was it?
What does Chris have to do when he drinks a lot? Chrisopy.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about the first topic today, or like the first topic of GoBicker?
No, today.
Okay, yeah. Then it was crispy.
Do you know how old I was when I figured out the European joke?
Probably like
17?
yesterday.
I was like 15 or 16.
Oof.
And
Oof.
nobody, here's the thing though, nobody had ever told me the joke. I was reading something and somebody said European and I was like, European. European! And I like did such a loud wheeze laugh and like I couldn't stop. Like I was just so enthralled by the discovery of European.
Terry, what was the first topic?
The very first topic that we ever did as a company was
Is it
names
grilled
for
versus boiled
people.
coin? Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
sorry.
Names for. Sorry, that was really aggressive.
Shut your whore mouth.
Names for people that are funny for pets. And which is a
Oh,
topic
yeah.
I feel like we could do better today. You guys fucking did not go along with that topic when we did it for the first time. Like I knew I had a vision in mind which is pretty much what the show is now. And you guys were not doing that. You guys were all off on your own thing. And I was like,
Bartholomew.
wouldn't it be funny if a dog was named George?
I think cats should have human names.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Like Gerald.
Wallace, you dumb cunt.
That's a great cat name. Holy fuck.
It reminds me of like a big fat orange cat.
I was thinking gray, but it was definitely fat.
Yeah.
Jesus,
You guys need to go to a doctor.
No. Hey, if I didn't go for my head falling apart, I'm
Yeah.
not going to go for a cough.
I had the little raspiness when you breathe. That's why I kept coughing. Because, like, whenever I breathed in, it would go like...
God, I should have made that joke.
Jesus Christ.
We're dying, Terry. Don't smoke like us.
You know what I should start doing?
Smoking?
No. No, fuck. I'm too deep. I have to do this now. I wanted to abort on what I'm about to say, but I can't now.
Abortions.
So like on the one episode, I didn't know. I have no idea what you just said.
He said abortion.
Abortion.
I just heard that word. No, I was like,
So much!
I don't understand it, but I like it too.
Mom, I got an abortion. I fucking love that vine so much.
I've never understood it, but okay. Anyway, so like on the super secret episode, I was tallying things that I couldn't make jokes about, and I'm realizing that I'm doing that a lot again, but about sad things instead. So I just start keeping a tally of, because like I think I just came up with 2 or 3 of them just now. I'm jumping on the bad memory train because I don't know what even we were just talking about or what the jokes were, but I did come up with a few. What were we just talking about?
Abortion.
But I mean, before that. Oh, you guys are your deathly cough. That's what it was. Oh, I remember the jokes. I remember the joke now. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
Was it that you wish you have a deadly cough?
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, it was basically like, why do you guys get what I want? An early death. But I mean, I won't worry about
Colin, you can take it.
that. No, that's not how I'd want to go. I don't want to, like, I don't want to.
You don't want Arthur Morgan it?
No.
Spoilers.
I mean, it's not.
Tuberculosis.
If we could talk about Red Dead 2 spoilers for like 2 seconds. Going in, like, there was not a second where I'm like, Arthur might make it through this thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like he's not in the first game, so it's like, okay, this boy's not gonna make it through.
Yeah, well, like, you can even be like, oh, well, yeah, but he like rode off into the sunset or whatever. I'm like, no, he's dying. Of course he's dying.
God no, this man is going to die. Now the tuberculosis was a nice twist.
Yeah, it was a good way to go. Yeah.
Because I got the super good. I managed somehow through all the horrible things I did in that video game. I managed to get the super good ending where he just like stares off into the sunset and coughs himself to death, like I'm probably gonna do one day.
One thing I need to stop doing is listening to the music from that game.
The music in that game makes me so sad.
I know, that's why
it.
I should really stop doing it, but I keep listening to it because it's also really good. So
Yeah, like I heard like I don't know why I just heard like cowboy guitar music the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that like sad montage song that was at the end of that game, and then I was like, I'm depressed.
What's the... Okay, I only know a little bit about the epilogue, but I know... Have you guys played the epilogue?
I played the first like 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
oh yeah, so
So-
you barely touched them.
More pots and pans.
Hold.
My mom was asking if I was crying.
Are you crying?
No,
Were
I'm
you?
not crying.
Crying for pussies. That's why she thought that.
Puss.
What's the uncle's name? I don't know. I don't care what
Uncle.
his name is.
That's literally his name.
Oh, it's just
Uncle.
Uncle? Okay. What was the first thing he fucking says to you? I've got
Lumbago.
lumbago.
I've got lumbago.
Fucking every time Joel and Connor walk into a room, they just say, I've got lumbago.
I really like how we've become so well acquainted with your group of friends that it's just first name basis at this point.
Well, Terry has.
Oh god, I could tell you all sorts of things. I'm like, oh yeah, well Sammy and Ben, they're doing all this shit, and fucking Joel and Madeline are fucking doing whatever. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what the relationships to everyone is, but I just remember
You got the
names.
Sammy and Ben part right. They are
Did I?
dating.
Okay, I was pretty sure, but I wasn't positive.
You got to keep like a chart on the wall with all this information with lines drawn between everybody.
And then red circles.
Boy, that's really gross.
I know, but I don't have a tissue.
Go get some fucking tissues then, doggy dog.
I'm not gonna ruin this good show we're doing.
You're already ruining
You
my
can cut it.
Anyway, so last week I was doing an install and I was given a work phone or like a little handheld phone where people can call you. And somehow I was standing there talking to like a group of 3 or 4 people and I fumbled the phone and it smacked me like right perfectly on the balls to where it's that amount of pain that you just want to double over, but I didn't want anyone to know that I hit myself in the balls with the phone. So I was literally standing there leaned up against the counter going,
Everything's fine.
I'm good. for like a solid 30 seconds, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like,
I'm good.
I need to be excused. Everything's not okay.
Well, there are a lot of reasons why I don't like being a girl. This is one of the reasons why I do enjoy being a girl. I don't have to deal with the painful testicles.
balls.
Yeah,
suck.
but like you have other pains like once a fucking month. Like a ball hit is
you
like
clearly
occasional.
do not hit yourself in the balls
That's
very often.
No, I don't.
Unless you're into it. Maybe holy shit.
Chris.
No,
You
no,
pervert.
No. That is no. I cannot withstand that pain enough for that.
And also, like, just knowing my luck, I'd probably be one of the few cases where it's like, oh, I'm walking and then my testicles, let's switch places.
Nope. Next topic. Let's move on. Let's stop talking.
How do you brush your teeth?
With a toothbrush?
Nah, okay.
Yeah, but how?
More. We need more. So you've entered the bathroom. You have your toothbrush. What is the next step?
Holding it. I'll put a little water on it.
Mm-hmm. And which tap are you using? Are you
Which
using the
tap I'm
hot
using?
or the cold?
I just fucking turn the tap on.
But
Doesn't
which
matter.
one? Which cold or hot?
It doesn't matter. Literally, I'll flip it up the middle.
Oh, you have one of those.
Oh,
ones.
so he is one of those, yeah.
So,
yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
starting out cold. So I'm assuming cold. Okay.
Yeah, I literally just stick it on there long enough to get it wet. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna stand there wait for it to get hot.
Okay.
I really don't care enough.
So then next, it's wet.
Toothpaste, splurge, all over.
Okay.
There's a lot of toothpaste on there now.
Really?
Not a lot. It's just there's toothpaste on it now.
Okay. Next.
Next.
Stick it in my mouth. Start brushing.
Good boy.
You lost me.
What else do you do?
This-
do you
this
sing it a
bitch-
little song?
This bitch fucking
I-
sticks it back under the water like a lunatic.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, Kit does it too, alright?
You can't use Kit to defend your argument.
You cannot.
Makes your
Ever
argument
since
worse.
Kit made the Empire is good argument, you cannot use Kit
That's
legally
true.
to defend yourself in an argument
I don't
in a
know,
court
dude.
of law.
It just, like, it's habit. I got to.
Why? It doesn't do anything. I feel like if I did that, the toothpaste would fall off.
No.
Right. Or then you just got some really fucking soggy ass toothpaste. It's like
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let it
If
get
it's
soggy in your
soggy-
mouth. That's what the soggy mouth juice
exactly.
is for.
Oh, no. I do exactly know why I do it. It's because if I don't do it, then it's, like, really, like, pasty. But if I do it like that, it just
That's why it's called toothpaste.
Yeah, I know. But if I put water on it beforehand, it just goes and it's just there. It's not like yeah, I know it's called toothpaste and I don't
What are you
like
talking
it.
about?
It's called grilled corn. Don't like it.
What are you talking about?
I need my toothpaste lubricated before it enters my mouth.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't like the paste feeling of toothpaste. What kind of toothpaste? What kind of chalky, horrible toothpaste are you using,
Crest.
first of all? I use Crest too. I don't have a problem.
What kind do I use?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Actually, no, I think I use Aquafresh. I don't think I use Crest.
What are you talking about? What is the problem?
I don't.
Texturally- okay, so
listen,
first of all,
listen,
absolutely
my teeth are
tomorrow.
sensitive. I don't like things on it.
Absolutely tomorrow, I'm going to try this to see
No,
what the
you're
difference is.
No,
Yes,
you're
I
not.
am.
You're
I'm
gonna
not. Well,
forget.
I'm probably not going to remember it this time
You
tomorrow.
will
I
not,
may do it
you'll
after the
not
podcast.
remember.
Do it tonight.
I'll do it after the podcast because I do want to know. I want to know because I've never done this before. It may unlock some secret world of tooth brushing that I've never understood. But I feel like it's really just gonna knock the toothpaste off in the sink, and I'm just gonna go.
Well, no, you have to be skilled in it. You can't just be. You can't be a clumsy oaf and knock your toothpaste
No,
off.
I'm not saying I'm sitting there like with Parkinson's trying to like get it under the water. I'm talking about the force of the water is just gonna make it go splooge.
What you do is you wet your toothbrush, right? Put the toothpaste on. Or, alright, you wet your toothbrush, turn the water off to save water. Put the toothpaste on.
Save the planet.
Put your toothbrush under the faucet, turn it on real quick, turn it off, and then brush your teeth.
Why you turn it on first? 'Cause also that adds more pressure. I feel like that would give me anxiety. I feel like
Why did you
that would
say
give
it
me
like that?
anxiety. I don't know.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It makes me uncomfortable. I hate that you do it. really wish you
wait
wouldn't.
wait until the next part that Terry hates.
What do you do that's worse than that?
I
even
don't
remember.
rinse out my mouth the way you should.
No!
No, I rinse out my mouth. Don't get me wrong. I do rinse out my mouth. I don't get a cup of water and like swish it around. I continue to wet my toothbrush and just kind of like
Fuck is
continue to brush my teeth,
Yes,
but with
that's
no
right.
toothpaste on it.
It's
That just
so
makes me
fucking
uncomfortable.
insane. It's like
That
the
makes me
most insane thing
uncomfortable.
I've ever heard.
Where did you learn these things?
I
don't know.
would rather switch sides to grilled corn before I would ever even do that once.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, the first one I will try.
Listen,
the second one,
I'll admit, yeah, the second
no.
one, it's fucking weird. I get it, but it's like I don't have any cups in my bathroom. I could, but I don't want to.
I literally just use my mouthwash thing where I just like take the cap off and it's like.
Ooh, that's pretty smart. I should probably do that.
I do smart things every now and again, but that's what I do. I use the toothpaste cap, or not the toothpaste cap. That would be real hard.
Do you guys ever hold on? If you guys are ever like drinking soda or something, do you ever put it in the cap and then pretend you're taking shots?
I did it when I was a kid. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just fucking drink it. Drink your pop.
Oh yeah, what do you call a carbonated beverage?
Soda.
He's
There you go.
fucking insane.
No,
No, actually,
you're-
I know,
you call-
I know I'm the minority in this one, but you know what? Sometimes the minority also is correct.
But we
so-
can all band together and agree that Kit's fucking wrong. It's not Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Coke.
It's not Coke. Coke is a specific drink or
Exactly,
something that you
exactly.
do with your nose.
Eat a dick, Texas.
Pickles.
You and your fucking pixels that apparently Arizona has too.
What do the Californians call it?
Soda.
Do they?
It's literally soda everywhere but like 3 states in the north. I've seen maps on Reddit where they supposedly say the South, or like South Carolina says Coke, but I've literally never
Yeah.
ever
Well,
heard
and there's like
someone be
different places that it's soda pop too, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I've seen the map on Reddit.
Yeah.
It comes up fairly often. But yeah, it's soda here. It's soda everywhere that's sane and reasonable.
It's mostly the Midwest and the Northwest that's pop. Like Washington
Ba-dum,
calls it pop.
You guys heard the song, right?
Come on, baby, lollipop. Tell me why you kiss the sweeter than a cherry pie. I don't remember the rest of the song.
I don't remember the lyrics.
I just knew
I remember it from that one Dell commercial from like 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
No, wait, the what?
The Dell
The
commercial.
Dell commercial.
Yeah!
Can you pop your jaw?
I used to be able to. I can't do it anymore.
I have a guy that I have a guy. I don't know why I said it like that. I got a guy. I got a jaw pop guy. No, I got a friend of mine who can do it. And the first time he ever did it, I thought he was chewing on hard candy because he kept doing it over and over again. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you eating? He said, I'm not eating. I'm popping my jaw. I looked at him real weird. He was just like,
Oh, God.
I was like, first of all, don't ever do that in my presence again.
I've intentionally stopped myself from doing this. I haven't done it in a really long time because it's bad. I can dislocate my shoulders.
No,
Well,
no,
alright.
no,
Whoa.
no,
Not
no,
dislocate
no,
them,
no,
not
no,
dislocate
no.
them, but I can like pop them out of their socket,
no,
but
no,
not
no,
like
no.
far enough for it to hurt.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Don't.
Yeah,
no,
and I can
don't.
just do it on
hate
command.
I hate it. I hate it. You should not absolutely ever do. I hate dislocations. It makes me uncomfortable. I dislocated both my shoulders. I got very far away from my microphone. You're gonna hate me. But dislocation makes me very uncomfortable. More
Yeah,
so
apparently.
than
Holy
probably
shit.
90% of anything ever.
Do you guys have any weird body stuff, like things that you can do that not a lot of other
Well,
people can do?
like,
Because
according to Terry,
apparently
my
I've got a
dick.
shit ton.
You're just,
I'm sure you got a gross dick.
listen, don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm
You
just
should be.
okay. Well, I feel like I'm getting conflicting messaging. Well, I mean, for real talk. I mean, it's not weird necessarily, but just like if you think about depression as a chemical thing, it's fucking weird and stupid and pointless.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck you. Here's a bunch of sad juice, you bitch. Other than that, like I can't. I'm not popping bones out of places. I can't. I when I slammed my finger in a window, made my fingers look a little weird, but not like noticeably enough for anyone to notice. So.
Oh, can you guys like hyperextend anything?
I think no.
I do it on accident a lot.
Because it's like another thing I noticed is I can make my fingers go. So if you were to like have your
I can
palm,
do
Yeah,
some
that's
buck
pretty
wild
weird.
shit with
Yeah,
my
that's pretty weird.
elbow.
When I was younger, when I was a young man, mine was more noticeable, but nowadays it's not really there.
I want you guys to pull your fingers as far back as they can without like actually pulling on them. No, not
So
like,
like, okay, so like, I
No,
gotta figure
no.
out logistically how to do it. Like,
no,
What
What do you
mean?
ask?
not
I'm
touching
pulling
your
a finger.
fingers. Not touching your fingers. Like,
oh, so it's not pulling. That's just moving.
yeah, all right.
Just like,
What the
I mean,
fuck, Chris?
Is that not normal?
That's really
it's not
far.
abnormal,
But that's really far.
is it?
Is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like, almost a 90. What the fuck?
That's not even close to a 90 degree. Maya,
His is.
Maya, if you're
no,
gonna,
okay,
if you're
no,
gonna be
no,
an
no,
engineer, you
no,
gotta know
no.
what 90
Chris, do it
degrees
again.
looks like.
Chris, do it again. Chris, do it again. No, you did it differently before.
better with
That
the
one,
sand.
that one was pretty bad.
That one's still like 45.
It's not 90 degrees. That's 45 easy. You
No,
are
I'm
a
talking about
horrible
specifically
engineer.
at the joint.
I'm never ever going
joint.
anywhere near a bridge you build.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be an architect, so it's fine. I'm not going to be a civil engineer. Do you guys have anything that you're very bad at doing?
Oh,
Like, no, all right, hold on, all right, no, hold on, all right, hold on.
It'd be
Not
easier to say
like
what I'm good
depression
at.
shit.
All right, we're
Not
about to launch
depression
into
shit.
therapy.
Like, for example, I'm really, really bad at estimating lengths. Like, I just can't estimate for shit.
yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
It's not depressing shit like that I
My
know.
27-inch dick begs to differ.
I mean, without a ruler, I couldn't even give the slightest close of a guess. Like, I can't even remotely guesstimate how big my dick.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
big
God.
isn't the best word for it. How completely average it is.
Hey, baby, I'm average.
But like, for the
Jesus
longest time,
Christ.
I didn't want to know. Well, no, because real talk, when you're really fat, it doesn't do you any justice. You know what I mean? And so I just didn't want to know. So I just didn't bother. So people are like, in high school, everyone's always like, dicks and bitches and pussies and because high schoolers. And I was always kind of like, yeah, but I didn't, I could never really contribute because I just couldn't bear to know. So if anyone ever wanted an answer, which sometimes people did, I was like, well,
What the fuck was I asking you about how long your dick was? I had never once in high school, someone never came up to me and was like, hey, dude, how to fix your dick?
Well, no, it wasn't people like random people coming up to me. It was like a conversation. I mean, because me and my friends were always talking about jerking off and dicks and
So some things never change.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've had this question for like the last few weeks. I don't know why. And it's like, I've never asked anybody this. And it's this in the same boat as like, I just want to know from your morbid curiosity, like kinks. Sometimes I just want to know. Like,
I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going.
it's not like sometimes I want to know like, how big are that girl's boobs? Like, what cup size is that? How long is that guy's penis?
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
I get
it's
that.
just like a morbid curiosity.
Yeah,
thing.
no, yeah, I 100% get that. Yeah, I think I've already brought this up to
I've
somebody at
absolutely
some
never
point.
sat there and thought,
Hold on,
what a big
bitch,
boob.
motherfucker, I'm talking.
I don't care.
Well, I do.
Nobody cares.
He's
Yeah.
editing.
That's
True.
true. Yeah, no, like I want to, I for the like most part, I want to see what people look like naked, just like most people, just because it's like, what's going on? Oh, like have you guys heard of? There's a British show called, I think it's called Naked Attraction, and what they do is
So,
they
like,
have
Naked and
it's like a dating show, and they have like the person's preferred sex in front of them in like pods, and then they slowly raise them up, and so like the first thing you see, and in Britain things are different, so you see dick and balls or a pussy or whatever, and then the person's like, oh yeah, I like that one, whatever, and then they then whoever they don't like enough gets eliminated, and the person, they get out of the pod and they hug and they walk off, and then they go up another step, so like, oh, look at your look at this tits, look at the chest, whatever, and it keeps going up until you get to the face, and I like, that's such a good idea. Like, that's just like, and then obviously, to make things fair, at the end, then the other person gets to go backstage, get naked, and then make the final decision, and they're both naked, looking at each other, and then they go on a date, and it's always really cute.
I feel like I would never win on that show.
Oh god, yeah, I know, I definitely wouldn't, but it's like such a genius idea to watch though, or not to watch, but just to have.
Britain's a very weird place.
Yeah. I watch so much British TV on YouTube and like porn sites. Well, because Naked Attraction's on porn sites.
It's not TV at that point.
Well, you can't put tits on YouTube, so I have to go elsewhere.
Do you ever wear that shirt in public?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't. But yeah, I do.
It's just, don't get me wrong. I love Funhouse to death, but it's just like, people are always gonna do double takes.
When I started college, because I got it the summer before, someone came up to me, and well, they didn't ask, but they feel like they should have, and they ripped open my sweatshirt, and they looked at my shirt, and they went, I get it. I was like, okay, cool.
That's college for you in a
Thanks.
nutshell. That really summed up my entire college experience, literally in one interaction. That's the people in college.
Can't wait to go there.
Enjoy your youth. Time is fleeting.
I know.
Sorry.
Dude, that's why I was
Sorry.
like, Jesus Christ, January went by so fast. Dude, my entire senior year has gone by in like the blink of an eye.
Enjoy it. Time is fleeting.
Yeah, my last semester in high school was like, oh shit, and I'm done. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, part of me is like happy to finally leave, but another part of me is like, I don't want to go out in the real world yet.
You'll get
not
over
ready.
that. You'll get over that.
Yeah, you'll get over that real
baby.
quick.
When you realize, oh, I don't have to go back to fucking high school anymore. Thank God.
I feel like I'm in one of the minorities where it's like high school wasn't that bad. I like
No,
I like the
my
people that I
high
went to
school wasn't that
with.
bad either.
No,
You won't.
I do not miss
want to
it.
go back ever though. Once you leave.
So, something terrifying happened to me this week. Last week. Terrifying. It's one of the things I live in constant fear of, and it's that someone I went to high school with recognized me, which doesn't really happen because I'm an entirely different human being than I was. I murdered the child.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like looking at you a year ago, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he in my podcast?
I don't look like the same. I have a beard. Like, I do my hair different. I look entirely different than I was in high school.
Glasses?
And I literally walked up into, and glasses. And I walked up to a coffee shop, and this girl literally just went, "You're Chris so-and-so." And I was like, and I had a moment of like, oh shit, GoBicker's can become a reality. I don't like this. I had a legitimate panic moment, and she went, "We went to high school together." And I went, okay, it's a little bit less panic, but I still really don't like this. And to this moment, I have no clue who she was.
Yeah, I'm never gonna have that. Like, because I like to be invisible. I'm good at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I did not I don't at all like when people, because I don't like holding conversation with people because they're like, "Oh, how have you been?"
Ugh.
I'm like, fucking hell, let me tell you, if you only knew.
There's been like 3 times where I've ever said like, "Oh, how's it going?" and I actually give a shit what the answer is.
Oh yeah.
Like more often than not. Most of the time, I combined those a second ago. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, hi, how's it going? I don't give a shit, but I mean, it's a formality, so I have to, or whatever. And also, I'm sick of fucking sliding forward. I need brakes on this this chair.
Put a piece of wood underneath it. Stick a wedge. Have you ever thought about how we have 32 subscribers and 4 of them are probably us?
5 at least. Counting Pi, technically, because he does another one of my shows. 6 if you can, Emily.
I think we depressed Terry.
I was doing so good, I didn't think about going out in the cold last week. Now I'm like,
that's
oh, no.
20% of our subscribers are people who have been in GoBicker Productions. Wait, no, I didn't count Russ if we're counting people who have been in GoBicker Productions.
Yeah, I don't think he's subscribed.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, Chris, just blow your nose, dude.
Like,
no!
You know what's gonna happen is you're gonna fucking throw up because you have all this fucking phlegm where it's not supposed to be. That happened to me before.
Oh god.
And yeah, you just throw up snot. It's really fucking horrendous and disgusting.
I probably shouldn't have been deep throating a sonic screwdriver then.
Do it again.
That would have been horrible.
Do it again.
Why? Do you have a puke fetish, Maya? Is that what this is? Because you keep
Puke freaks me out.
puke.
Did I ever tell you guys that I can't see or listen to somebody throw up, or else I will throw up?
I wonder about myself sometimes because I don't have that at all.
I mean, I'll go like boof, but I won't.
Or for me, it's more like that's gross.
Yeah.
My mom, when she's about to throw up, she like dry heaves like way more than a normal person would, and then whenever she's doing it, I'm like, stop, moms.
How often does your mom throw up?
Not very often. Whenever she has to pick up like gross stuff, like if the cat throws up, she'll dry heave. So she goes, and then I'm like,
if I sent you that audio of Kit puking,
I would cry.
I wish there was
wouldn't
video
know
of it. That'd be so fucking funny, dude.
I do too. I don't even think the video kept going at that point. But
Yeah.
man, that was. Whew.
So if you didn't know, that's something we copy from Kind of Funny, or at least I do. This is the. No, actually, this was a good episode. It was of the worst podcast on the internet. Not really, but kinda. Remember, of course, you can go to patreon.com/GoBicker and donate at even the $1 level and get shit like this early. So early, in fact, that you can watch it live as we record it, like so many of you aren't right now. What the fuck? It's so fucking rude. Remember, of course, also, as long as you're watching this within the first few weeks of this coming out, I would assume, I don't know how long it's going to be going, you can go to kindafunny.com/up-and-comer and nominate GoBicker to be Kinda Funny's up-and-comer, and, who knows what'll come from that. So, and GoBicker.com in general. I fixed GoBicker.com recently because now like the security certificates work, and I don't know how I fixed it, but I did. And so now you can go to GoBicker.com even if you're on school Wi-Fi. And GoBicker.com/shop where we have fun things like Flowers Edited, Kit the Defender of Justice, 3 Flash courses, and more. It's a great gay old time.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.